Being alone in the dark can be unsettling, but what happens when you come face to face with something, or someone, you wish you'd never met? Tonight, we're diving into 13 of the most disturbing encounters ever recorded. Let's delve straight into the first disturbing encounter. Cathedral High School in Los Angeles, California, holds a chilling secret. Its foundation was built over what was once a cemetery. The school even embraces its eerie past by embedding real pieces of old, recovered headstones into its walls. But perhaps the most unsettling part? Some believe that the spirits buried beneath still roam the halls. It was a late Friday night, and a janitor was working the night shift at Cathedral High School, expecting nothing more than a quiet evening of routine tasks. But what happened next made his blood run cold.
All right, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. I'm here at work. I'm here in the janitor's closet. Yeah, let me just show you guys. All right. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe them until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown the party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there. Just okay. See, no. It just follows me no matter what. Ooh. No, I can't.
The balloon began to move on its own. It floated eerily toward him, drifting out of the classroom and into the hallway, almost as if it was following him. Before he could even process what he was witnessing, he spotted something even more unsettling. On the far end of the school, just beyond a window, a dark shadow darted past in the blink of an eye. The janitor wasn't the first to experience the unexplained. Previous custodians had reported multiple eerie encounters, objects moving on their own, strange whispers echoing through empty halls, and fleeting shadows in the dead of night. Determined to prove he wasn't imagining things, the janitor immediately showed the eerie footage to the building's security guard.
So, you see how
it's falling out the classroom too?
Look at the back though. Look at the class with the light.
What the
I'm not crazy. You saw that, right?
Nah, bro. Nah, man.
How long you been working security here, man? How long you been working security?
I've been here a few months, but I ain't never seen nothing like that.
As they watched the recording together, even the guard, Someone accustomed to patrolling the school's dark corridors couldn't hide his unease. Something about the footage just felt wrong. Could the janitor have encountered the lingering spirits of those buried beneath the school? Were they trying to make their presence known? Or was this just another coincidence? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But for now, let's dive straight into this next disturbing encounter. In 2023, a YouTube channel named Into the Void embarked on an eerie exploration with a friend in downtown Colorado Springs. Their destination? A series of tunnels near the river close to Fountain Creek open space. Equipped with only flashlights and a camera, they ventured underground, driven by their shared passion for urban exploration. These underground passages, resembling storm drains, stretched for about 1.5 miles. At first, their journey was uneventful. Just 2 explorers navigating the dimly lit tunnels, their voices echoing off the damp walls. But then, the atmosphere changed. Out of nowhere, their casual conversation was shattered by a piercing scream. It sounded eerily like a woman's cry, yet something was off. The noise had an unnatural quality, almost inhuman, more akin to the chilling call of a mountain lion. Their instincts told them to leave, but before they could react, something even more terrifying happened. A pale figure emerged from the darkness. Its sickly appearance sent shivers down their spines. The creature looked humanoid, but its features were deeply unsettling. According to Into the Void, its face bore a disturbing resemblance to that of a horse, though less pronounced, almost distorted. Overcome with fear, they did the only thing they could. They ran. And in that moment, it was undoubtedly the best decision they could have made. After sharing their terrifying experience on Reddit, Into the Void couldn't shake the curiosity and the fear. Determined to uncover the truth, he made the bold decision to return to the tunnels, this time completely alone, armed only with his camera. But what he captured on film that night was even more chilling than before.
I'm really not looking forward to this. I don't know what that was. I need to take a breather. What the? No, I'm different now. This shit. I don't know what that is. Oh fuck.
What do you think? Could this be evidence of something lurking beneath Colorado Springs? As always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Did you find this unsettling already? Then brace yourself for what you're about to see next. A TikTok user known as 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐑𝐘 moved into a new apartment in Poland, hoping for a fresh start. But shortly after settling in, he began to experience eerie poltergeist activity. Strange noises, moving objects, and an overwhelming sense that he was not alone. He documented some of the most terrifying moments on video, leaving viewers questioning whether he was dealing with a real haunting or something else entirely. One night, 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐑𝐘 was jolted awake by a loud, violent pounding on his apartment door.
godziny, cały czas mi coś nawala w brzuch.
Heart pounding, he cautiously went to check, only to find no one there. As he stood in the eerie silence, his bedroom door suddenly slammed shut behind him. When he reopened the door, a chair that had been positioned far behind the door frame abruptly slid across the floor, right in front of him. On another restless night, 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐑𝐘 found himself at the mercy of yet more unexplained events.
Ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś.
A bottle in the hallway suddenly crashed to the floor. The lights flickered wildly, and when he went to check, he discovered that his bathroom faucet was running, completely on its own. Even creepier, the hallway light seemed to turn off mysteriously, and as he watched in growing terror, the bathroom door slowly creaked open by itself. By this point, he was growing increasingly frustrated and exhausted by the relentless disturbances. But the worst was yet to come. Determined to block out the supernatural chaos, 𝐒𝐓𝐿 locked his bedroom door and tried to focus on a movie playing on his laptop. But whatever lurked in the apartment wasn't about to let him relax.
Hej! Ja pierdolę!
The doorknob to his room visibly twisted on its own. When 𝐒𝐓𝐿 ignored it, the knocking escalated into violent pounding on the wooden door.
Ja pierdolę!
A little later, that same night, the terrifying pounding returned. Having reached his breaking point, 𝐒𝐓𝐿 finally decided to confront whatever was tormenting him. He charged out into the hallway, only to be met with something he couldn't explain.
What the f? Whoa! Kurwa!
All hell broke loose. Panic surged through him as he raced back to his bedroom. But before he could reach safety, his door slammed shut in his face, locking him out. His recording abruptly cut off at that moment, leaving viewers in shock. Since uploading these disturbing videos, 𝐒𝐓𝐿 has completely vanished from TikTok. His account was deleted without explanation, sparking endless speculation. Some online rumors suggest that the paranormal activity in his apartment worsened to the point that he had no choice but to move out. Others believe he deleted his TikTok page out of fear that the negative energy from his videos might follow him to his new home. But as we all know, the internet never forgets. Of course, these are all just rumors. So what do you think? Were 𝐒𝐓𝐿's videos genuine proof of a haunting, or was it all an elaborate hoax? You decide. Whether it's a hoax or not, sometimes you better hope it is, because encountering something terrifying in your room is an experience you won't soon forget. On TikTok, a Vietnamese user shared a chilling video that has left viewers unsettled. The footage begins with him sleeping soundly in his house, but suddenly, just after 3 a.m., he wakes up with an overwhelming sense of being watched. Despite feeling this eerie presence, he finds nothing unusual on camera. Days go by, but the strange sensation returns. Once again, he wakes up around the same time, that same gut-wrenching feeling creeping over him. But this time, he decides to do something different. He grabs his phone and snaps a picture of the room. What he captures is absolutely terrifying. At first glance, the image appears normal, but upon closer inspection, and perhaps with the brightness turned up, an eerie figure can be seen lurking beneath his table. A dark, shadowy entity, almost humanoid, seems to be watching him from the shadows. The implications of this discovery are spine-chilling. Before even seeing the entity, his body instinctively reacted to its presence. Could this be proof that the human brain and body can sense danger before we consciously recognize it? If this video is real, it may just serve as a terrifying example of our natural survival instincts at work. But here's a word of caution. If you're watching this video late at night, you might want to check your own bedroom, just to be sure. It's unsettling to realize how many people experience unexplainable things in their own homes. You'll see the same happen in this next disturbing video. This TikTok video, posted by Taylor Watcha, is guaranteed to give you nightmares tonight. Taylor's girlfriend had long believed that her house was haunted. Living alone, she frequently heard footsteps coming from upstairs. However, Taylor was skeptical, brushing off her concerns and attributing the sounds to nothing more than old creaking floorboards. But one night, while his girlfriend was still at work, Taylor found himself alone in her house. That night, he recorded something on his phone that completely changed his mind.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always said it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost or if it's a person, I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my God, they're like top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Out of nowhere, loud, rapid footsteps echoed down the stairs. The sound was unmistakable, but when Taylor looked, nobody was there. Instead of running away in fear, Taylor did something unexpected. He swung a punch at the unseen presence, an instinctive but futile attempt to defend himself. While he couldn't make contact with whatever was there, his bravery in the face of the unknown is nothing short of remarkable. It's safe to say that after this night, Taylor is no longer a skeptic. If this video is real, he has now experienced firsthand what his girlfriend had been trying to tell him all along. Let's just hope that he and his girlfriend can find peace, and that they won't have to deal with whatever is haunting that house any longer. But what if the hauntings are not at home, but outside, when you're all alone in the middle of the woods? YouTuber Creepy Outdoors is no stranger to the eerie solitude of the Canadian wilderness. He frequently embarks on solo trips, camping deep in the remote forests, armed with only a flashlight and a GoPro to document his experiences. But on one particular night, what started as a routine trip took a terrifying turn.
Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. That was f***ing creepy. I need to get out of here.
As Creepy Outdoors scouted the woods, he suddenly thought he heard movement nearby. Instinctively, he cut his flashlight, hoping to remain unseen. But what happened next sent a chill down his spine. A high-pitched voice rang out from the darkness. "I see you."
Oh, hi.
The realization hit him. Whoever or whatever was out there had already spotted him first. Feeling his nerves tighten, he wasted no time retreating to the safety of his campsite. His mind racing with unsettling possibilities. Could it have been another camper playing a cruel joke? Or was there something far more sinister lurking in the woods? Despite his experience exploring the wilderness, Creepy Outdoors admits this was the most terrifying sound he has ever heard in the deep woods. Considering how far he was from any towns or cities, the voice made no logical sense. He can only hope that it was just another camper having a laugh. But in the vast, isolated wilderness, sometimes the scariest thing is not knowing what or who is really out there. And the same can be said about the next disturbing video. Matthew Magaragi claims that his home in Monroe Township, New Jersey is deeply haunted. In fact, MDY has been documenting the eerie activity in his house for over 4 years, sharing countless unsettling videos online. One night, while home alone with his dogs, the paranormal activity took a chilling turn.
What's going on?
With his parents away on vacation, Matthew found himself completely alone in the house, except for whatever else might be lurking there. As the night went on, strange things began to happen, sending shivers down his spine. Then, just when he thought it couldn't get any worse, something happened that made his blood run cold.
Is that? What the was that?
These are just a couple of the many videos Matthew has shared over the years, each one adding to the mystery surrounding his allegedly haunted home. But the question remains, could Matthew's house truly be haunted by something sinister? Or is this all just a carefully orchestrated hoax? You decide. But for now, let's delve straight into this next disturbing encounter. Sleepovers are supposed to be fun. Late-night laughs, movies, and games with friends. You certainly wouldn't expect to encounter something paranormal while spending the night at a friend's house, would you? Well, a chilling video posted by TikTok user BB150 might make you think twice. In the footage, the uploader can be heard growing audibly frightened by something unseen. Panicked, he desperately tries to wake his sleeping friend. Although it takes some effort, he eventually succeeds. And that's when things take an even more terrifying turn.
Get up. Get up. Get up. You.
see if you can hear this shit.
Suddenly, bizarre noises echo through the room. Convinced that the source must be coming from inside his closet, the uploader cautiously approaches and opens the door, expecting to find something or someone inside. But the closet is empty. Determined to put an end to the strange events, the uploader continues wandering through the house, refusing to let fear stop him from investigating. He slowly pushes open another door and peers inside, and that's when he sees it.
Hey guys, I think this might be the last time.
Lingering in the darkness, an eerie figure looms in the room. If you turn up the brightness, you can clearly make out the shadowy presence. It takes the uploader a few seconds to process what he's seeing, but when he does, he reacts instantly, slamming the door shut and locking it before the video cuts to black, leaving us all to wonder what happened next. Who or what was this terrifying visitor? Did it mean the uploader and his friend any harm? We may never know for sure. Thankfully, it seems that the uploader is safe. But one thing is certain. This experience likely ruined sleepovers for him and his friend forever. But what if it's not just once, but several times? Something is haunting you. Let's see how it unfolds in the next video. Back in 2015, Candace Gardner and her husband attended a Halloween party at an abandoned prison, a place with a dark and disturbing history. That night turned out to be a huge mistake. Throughout the entire evening, Candace felt an unshakable presence, as if something unseen was watching her. And ever since that night, strange and terrifying events have been unfolding in her home. She now firmly believes that a malicious entity followed her back from the old prison, a dark spirit that intends to harm her and her family. Not long after their visit to the prison, unexplained occurrences began in Candace's home. Lights flickered on and off in the dead of night while she and her husband slept. Doors creaked open and slammed shut on their own. But the most disturbing part? The spirit became aggressive, actively throwing objects at Candace. The terrifying activity didn't stop there. The entity's attacks grew increasingly violent, as though it wanted to cause serious harm. Candace soon began waking up to painful, violent attacks. She described the feeling as though an unseen force was grabbing or pulling at her in her sleep. And one night, she says she captured undeniable proof. Late one evening, Candace and her husband fell asleep on the couch while watching TV. Unbeknownst to them, a CCTV camera in the room recorded something absolutely horrifying. As they slept, Candace's leg appeared to be grabbed and twisted into the air by an invisible force. She woke up in a panic, screaming for her husband to help her. but all he could do was desperately pull at her leg, trying to free her from whatever had taken hold. Eventually, he managed to break the grip, but Candace was left sobbing in pain and terror. After watching the footage and hearing Candace's desperate pleas for help, it's hard to dismiss what happened as anything other than real. So what do you think? Did a dark entity follow Candace home from the prison, and is it now violently haunting her? As for Candace, she says that even now, years later, her family still experiences terrifying paranormal events to this day. And what if I say they are not the only ones? Let's see it unfold in the next video. The chilling video we're looking at today comes from TikTok user 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐑𝐘, who had a truly unsettling experience while house-sitting one evening. Bored and alone, she decided to put on a movie to pass the time. But as she sat watching, she suddenly heard strange noises coming from inside the house. Feeling uneasy, she pulled out her phone and started recording, just in case. Out of nowhere, a disturbing voice can be heard saying, "Any way I can make you more comfortable?" At first, Megan assumed it was just dialogue from the movie she was watching. But after rewinding the film and listening again, she realized the voice wasn't coming from the TV at all. If that wasn't creepy enough, there's something else hiding in the footage. If you look carefully at around the 14-second mark, you can make out what appears to be the reflection of a dark, shadowy figure walking past the TV. To this day, Megan has no explanation for what she encountered that night. Was it something paranormal? A spirit watching over her? Or perhaps, just a friendly ghost who wanted to watch a movie with her? After all, it did ask if there was any way it could make her more comfortable. At least, if nothing else, it seemed to have good intentions. Did you find these videos unsettling already? Then brace yourself for what you're about to see next. An antique collector keeps all of his valuable collectibles in a local storage unit. But lately, something strange has been happening. It all started when the staff at the storage facility began reporting bizarre, loud noises coming from inside the unit, at all hours of the day and night. Perplexed by the complaints, the collector had no idea what could be causing the disturbances. Determined to get to the bottom of it, he set up a security camera inside the unit to capture any unusual activity. What he discovered the next day left him absolutely shocked. As he reviewed the recording, one item stood out: an old antique monkey doll that he had recently purchased. Without any apparent explanation, the doll suddenly sits up on its own and begins moving, as if controlled by an unseen force. Then, just as eerily, it drops back down, completely motionless, as if nothing had happened at all. After witnessing this unsettling incident, the antique collector began to suspect that the doll might be cursed, or perhaps even harbor a paranormal entity. Could this explain the strange noises coming from the storage unit? So what do you think? Is this footage real proof of something supernatural, or could it all just be an elaborate hoax? You decide. Sometimes you better hope it is, because being met with the paranormal when you're all alone can be far more terrifying. Japanese explorer Kay from YouTube's Chicken Ball channel set out on a journey to the old coal mining village of Yubari, hidden deep in the remote countryside of Japan. Back in 1985, A devastating gas explosion at the local mine tragically claimed the lives of 62 people. Today, the once thriving village is nearly deserted. In an effort to preserve its history, the local government established a museum and maintained the old railway station, complete with passenger trains, wedge plows, and coal cars. But many believe that one train in particular holds a dark secret. It is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who perished in the explosion. By the time Explorer K arrives at the preserved train station, the sun has long since set, casting an eerie stillness over the deserted site. With only his cameras and a flashlight, he prepares to investigate whether the lingering souls of the tragedy still wander the train.
で、これ、駅ですね。当時の。これが駅で、ホームだったんですね。あ、開いてる。本当に開いてますね。あ、古い車両となってますが、これ扉閉めますね。
He sets up his equipment and listens in silence, waiting for any sign of the supernatural. And that's when things take a chilling turn.
何この音。歩く音。
Out of nowhere, strange noises echo from inside the train car. It sounds as if something, or someone, is getting closer. The tension is overwhelming. Overcome with unease, K makes the decision to leave. He packs up his equipment and heads home, convinced that his investigation was inconclusive. But what he discovers later shocks him to his core.
戻って定点カメラだけ一応ね検証という形でやってみようと思います。じゃあ定点カメラの方で検証しますが、まあそういうスポットではないということで何かが映るようなものはないのではないかと思います。なんか音するな。いや定点をセットしたいと思います。
When K uploads his footage to YouTube, his eagle-eyed viewers notice something downright chilling, something he hadn't seen in real time. As K walks through the train car, a figure can be seen seated on the right side. But when he hears a noise and quickly turns around, the seat is empty. Even more disturbingly, reviewing the footage confirms that no one was there when he first entered the train. K was completely alone. The haunting question remains: did K unknowingly capture the spirit of a coal mine victim lingering in the abandoned train? Or is there another explanation for the mysterious figure? You can watch the full exploration on the Chicken Ball channel and decide for yourself. Did you find these 12 videos unsettling? then brace yourself for the last disturbing encounter. This eerie video comes from a TikTok account run by a woman named 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐑𝐘, who was simply looking to pass the time by recording a casual video. She and her friend had recently broken down in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, leaving them stranded. With nothing else to do, they began dancing and singing along to music inside the car. But when 𝐒𝐓𝐻 decided to step outside, she had no idea she was about to make a terrifying mistake.
What are we gonna do?
What now?
I guess we'll have to walk to the store. To the store. To the store. To the store. To the store.
What do we do?
What was that? I don't know. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we better get back in the car.
Yeah, we better. Oh no, it's locked.
Why is the car locked? This is scary. Oh my god. Okay. Is it unlocked?
No.
What's the deal with this car? I don't understand.
You'll have to unlock it for me.
Something weird has happened with this car.
What's going on?
I don't know.
After just a few seconds outside the vehicle, a deep, mysterious man's voice suddenly shouts, "Hey!" from somewhere nearby. Strangely, 𝐒𝐓𝐻 and her friend don't seem too frightened at first, continuing to pace around the car. But when they try to get back inside, their car alarm inexplicably begins blaring, leaving them momentarily stranded in the unsettling wilderness. Finally managing to get back inside, the two girls find themselves at the center of another chilling moment.
Something weird has happened with this car.
What's going on?
I don't know. Let's see if it starts. It started.
Waiting for connection. Bluetooth connection success.
What was that?
Ashley, I do not like this.
Oh my god.
Let's get out of here. Go. Does it run? Is it working?
Yes, it is. It's working. Thank God.
Out of nowhere, a series of knocks echoes from the car's exterior. Yet, when they look around, nobody is there. The darkness surrounding them offers no answers, only an overwhelming sense of fear. Thankfully, the two girls eventually manage to restart the car and drive off safely into the night. But the encounter leaves one lingering question. What would have happened if they hadn't been able to start the engine? According to 𝐒𝐓𝐻, if you ever find yourself stranded in the Appalachian Mountains, here are some essential safety tips. If you hear someone calling your name, ignore it at all costs. And if you feel like you're being stalked or followed, do not run. What do you think really happened to 𝐒𝐓𝐻 and her friend that night? Could they have encountered something beyond explanation? As always, you decide. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.